Hello there, CC families. Welcome back. We're going to be doing a mini class for our Verbs week 2 for our essential grammar class. We're going to start with our verb definition. What is a verb? A verb is a word that asserts an action, shows a state of being, links two words together, or helps another verb. Let me put my little pointer down. What is a verb? A verb is a word that asserts an action, shows a state of being, links two words together, or helps another verb. Very good. That is our definition. That is what a verb is. We then have our 4 types of verbs. 4 types. We have intransitive, transitive, linking, and helping. So what do we have? What are our 4 types? Intransitive, transitive, linking, and helping. What makes this intransitive is it is good all within itself. It is not transferring its action anywhere else. It's an intransitive verb. It's not transferring the action. So, Charlie played. The action's just there. It's not being transferred onto anything. Charlie played. He just played. He's playing. Okay? If we have a transitive verb, we're going to be transferring. Our little arrow will be transferring that action to something else within our sentence. It's going to be another noun or a direct object. Charlie played football. So that action is connected to something, to football. So that's our direct object in our sentence. Charlie played football. Okay? When we have a linking verb, we have a little equal sign because we look at the sentence. Charlie is the tight end. We could also say the tight end is Charlie. We can rename or swap places with the subject and the other noun within our sentence. Is just saying that they're the same, they're equal to, equivalent. Charlie is the tight end, or the tight end is Charlie. So when you have a linking verb, you'll see that you can rename or swap in the sentence, and the sentence still makes sense and is exactly the same, just worded a little different. And that's our linking verb. With our helping verb, we have our 2 little lines because there are going to be 2 verbs within that sentence when we have a helping verb, because that helping verb is coming to help another verb. Will would be our helping verb. It's coming to help score. Charlie will score. We could say Charlie, take one of our other helping words, must. Charlie needed to win. We could say Charlie must score. If we really believe in Charlie, we could say can. Charlie can score. If we're not sure, we could say Charlie could score. Charlie should score. Helping verb. Whenever we're diagramming and breaking down our sentences, when we have a helping verb, there's going to be 2. Our verb and our little helper is coming along to help the other verb. So, 4 types. Intransitive, transitive, linking, and helping. Intransitive, transitive, transferring action. Linking, bringing those 2 things that could swap places together. Helping, 2 verbs. 1 here and 1 coming to help. 4 types. Okay? Now we're going to do our songs to help us remember our linking verbs and our helping verbs. If you've seen the other video, you know linking verbs are in blue, linking specific verbs. Helping specific verbs are in red. This purple, I don't know that, excuse me, that you can tell that it's purple compared to the black. I think they both look pretty dark. So these can be linking or helping. When you see them in a sentence, you're going to have to look at that sentence and figure out, are these renaming and connecting, or are there 2 verbs here and one's helping? And then you'll know whether you have a linking or a helping verb, because these could be seen or found in a sentence going either way. Okay, we're going to sing our memory song for our linking verbs. It's to the tune of The Ants Go Marching. Okay? A linking verb makes an assertion by joining two words. A linking verb makes an assertion by joining two words. Feel, become, remain, taste, seem, appear, look, sound, stay, smell, grow, am, are, is, was, were, be, being, been. These are the linking verbs. We'll do it twice. Okay? A linking verb makes an assertion by joining two words. A linking verb makes an assertion by joining two words. Feel, become, remain, taste, seem, appear, look, sound, stay, smell, grow, am, are, is, was, were, be, being, been. These are the linking verbs. Awesome. You guys are doing great. Now we're gonna do our helping verb song. This one is to the tune of Jingle Bells. A helping verb helps. Another verb assert. Action, being, or existence. Oh, helping verbs, helping verbs. There are 23. Am, is, are, was, and were, being, been, and be. Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, should, will, and would. There are 5 more helping verbs. May, might, must, can, could. Awesome. We're going to do it one more time. Okay? A helping verb helps. Another verb assert. Action, being, or existence. Oh, helping verbs, helping verbs. There are 23. Am, is, are, was, and were, being, been, and be. Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, should, will, and would. There are 5 more helping verbs. May, might, must, can, could. Awesome. Well, get it on there. Okay, we're going to flip our board and look at the next parts of our verbs. Verb review. Mr. Krabs is still here joining us. Mr. Krabs is very proud of us. Yay, we're doing great. We're here. We're showing up. 80% of it, I hear, based on a quote of some sort. 80% is showing up. We got to be here before we can do anything else. So we got to show up for our memory work and our practice in whatever form that is. We just got to do it. So proud of you guys for doing it right now. Okay, 4 attributes. We are in CC and we have out our chart C. We will see that we have 4 attributes: number, person, voice, and mood. So what do we have? 4 attributes: number, person, voice, and mood. Number, person, voice, and mood. What do we have? 4 attributes: number, person, voice, and mood. Okay? Number, singular, plural. Number, 4 attributes. We have singular and plural form. Person could be first, second, or third. First person, we're going to be saying I or we. We are speaking from first person, from ourselves. We are speaking. That's it. Second person is a you. You are speaking to someone else. You do this, you do that. There's 2 people present. You're going to usually see a you. When it comes to third person, we are speaking to a person about another person or thing. Our papers that we write, that was, a really good example. We are writing a paper about the Anglo-Saxons or Beowulf and or Justinian the Great, and you are writing that paper to someone to tell them about someone else. That would be like a form of third person. Okay. In our voice, we have our active or passive voice. We used our tornado sentence. The tornado demolished the town. We are actively saying, this is what happened. The tornado demolished the town. Or if we swap that, it's the town was demolished by the tornado. So it's more like we're telling of something that happened versus it's happening. It's more active. Listen to it again. The tornado demolished the town. or the town was demolished by the tornado. The action is either being received or the action is being given. So when you're more active, that active voice, you can kind of look at the sentence and tell the difference between the two, active and passive. And then when you have your mood, you have your indicative, your imperative, and your subjunctive. I did not get my notes. Let me look at this again just to make sure, because Miss Crystal is still learning as well. I believe our indicative is just kind of a statement or a question. So yeah, let's see. Yes, indicative is, yes, you're making a statement or asking a question. I packed my bag. Did you pack your bag? I cooked a meal. Did you cook a meal? Did you cook your meal? Indicative. You're just making a statement or asking a question. I am teaching. Are you teaching? Imperative. We remember imperative maybe from last week from chart A. Imperatives like a command or demand, giving a command. Pack a bag. Do your homework. Giving a command. Subjunctive. We sighed. Oh, subjunctive. Oh, I wish, or oh, if only. I wish I had my dark chocolate and sea salt chocolate bar. Oh, you could say, I wish my homework were done. Oh, if only my room were clean. If only I were at the beach right now. This would be subjunctive. Subjunctive mood. So for our 4 attributes, number, singular, plural. Person, first, second, third. Voice, active, passive. Mood, indicative, imperative, or subjunctive. Okay, awesome, guys. Okay, again, reviewing, wheels turning, keeping on. 5 principal parts. Infinitive, jumping off point. We're going to take off. It's to plus a verb. To cook. Present. Present form, cook, cooks. Because we are acknowledging our singular and plural form. Singular and plural. That's why we have to. Cook, cooks. Past. Happened in the past. It's a verb plus ed. If we did something, it's already done. We cooked. Cooked. It's in the past. And then we have our present participle. Present participle is a verb plus ing. 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 So now we are cooking. Yes, we are cooking because it's a present participle. It's a verb plus ing. And then we have our past participle. Past participle is a verb plus ed. 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 Unless it's an irregular verb. And then it can end in something else. So this is for our typical standard verbs that are going to end with ed and ing. Look back at our infinitive. To cook. Cook, cooks. Cooked, cooking, cooked. All right, we could say, let's see. We'll say to bake. To bake. Bake, bakes. Baked. Baking. Baked. Okay? We have our infinitive, our present, our past, present participle, past participle, infinitive, present, past, present participle, past participle. Okay? To cook, cook, cooks, cooked, cooking, cooked. we'll use an irregular verb just to show you how it's just a little different. And some of us may know this word in its different forms, but let's say the word rise. So to rise, rise rises, rose, rising, risen. It's our irregular form. It's not the same as the ing and ed like most of our other verbs. And then we'll say baked again. To bake, bake bakes, baked, baking, baked. So those are our 5 principal parts. Infinitive, present, past, present participle, past participle. Our present participle is a verb plus ing. 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 Past participle is a verb plus ed. 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 Okay? Awesome. That's it. That's what we need to work on right now. Knowing those things, learning that. Now we're going to look at our 12 tenses a little more in depth. 12 tenses, we have 3 times 4 forms, gives us 12 possible combinations with our present, past, future, and our simple, perfect, progressive, and perfect, progressive. So our 12 tenses, we have 3 times, present, past, future. 12 tenses, we have 4 forms: simple, perfect, progressive, and perfect progressive. Let's see. With our simple present, I pack, I cook, I craft. Past, simple, I packed, I baked, I cooked, I crafted. Simple. Future, we would say I shall pack, I will pack, I shall cook, I will cook. Simple, present, past, future. Now if we move down to perfect, we've got a little bit of extra going on here. What does this say? A form of to have plus a past participle. Well, what's a past participle? Past participle is a verb plus ed. The past participle is a verb plus ed. So we know we're going to have a verb plus ed. And then this is a form of to have. I saw a little perfect. I have to be perfect. So if we think of that, I have to be perfect. I have to have a form of to have for it to be a perfect tense and perfect form. So we need to have a form of to have because I have to be perfect. And we're also going to have a past participle or verb that ends with ed. So let's look at a few of the example sentences for our present, past, and future in our perfect form. I have packed. I've done it. I have cooked. I have baked. And then for our past form, I had. So our forms of have would be have, has, and had. Those are the different forms of had. Have and has would be our present. Had would be our past. So for present, I have cooked. For past, I had cooked. And for future, I will have cooked. I have baked. I had baked. I will have baked. I have crafted. I had crafted. I will have crafted. Now we'll look at our progressive. Form of to be plus a present participle. So for progressive, we could say Be progressive, being progressive, because we're going to need a form of to be. And our present participle is a verb plus ing. So, be progressive, being progressive, form of to be, plus a verb with ing for progressive. So, a few examples of a progressive. I am packing, I was packing, I shall be packing. I am cooking, I was cooking, I shall be cooking. I am talking, I was talking, I will be talking. Okay? So, those are examples of our different forms: simple, perfect, progressive, with our present, past, and future times. Okay, and lastly, we're going to look at our perfect progressive. Our perfect progressive, we had perfect means I have to be perfect. So here with perfect, same thing, we need a form of to have. For progressive, we needed be progressive, being progressive. So we have our present participle. Present participle is included here, and this time instead of be, it's a form of been. So that's the difference with our perfect and our progressive. Perfect, progressive. We have a form of to have. I have to be perfect. And then for progressive, we're just going to have our verb plus ing, and this time it's going to include been. So, some examples of our perfect progressive sentences with our present, past, and future times. Let's see. I have been cooking. I had been cooking. I will have been cooking. I have been packing. I had been packing. I shall have been packing. I have been cooking. I had been cooking. I will have been cooking. So, I have been cooking. I had been cooking. I will have been cooking. I have been talking. I had been talking. I will have been talking. That's just another run through. I hope that was helpful for you guys. Just hang in there with the verbs. It is a lot. We were told that essentials, is the backbone of English grammar. Chart A are sentence classifications. That is the backbone, and verbs, it says, are the heart. They are the heart and the life of the sentences, and there's a lot of heart and life going on with our verbs. So, again, thanks for being with me. I hope that was helpful, and we'll see you next time. Bye.